70 Samtastic, back with more War and Kryta here in Guild Wars as we continue on trying to figure out how to do this weird stuff. I have done it on my Dervish, I've not done it on my Assassin. We're doing it on my Assassin. I did go check up on the requirements, and you could say the plot thickens, because apparently to begin War and Kryta, the requirements are apparently the easiest way to have met all the requirements is to have completed Eye of the North, according to the wiki. Other options are to have completed the Hell's Precipice mission, as well as a quest, Zin's Task, if I recall, which is the one that you get from the Golem user manual that you get when you get Mox, who is the Golem hero that you can have if you're level 10 and you peek outside Lion's Arch, Kyning Center, or Commandant. I think. That sounds right? Yeah, I think that's about right. And otherwise, you need to have completed the the Knowledgeable Asura and Northern Allies, which has absolutely nothing to do with the Missing Vanguard, but you need to do the Missing Vanguard in order to get that A Good Deed quest. So there's like a whole nest of different things that you need to do in order to actually do the War in Kryta. So if you're wondering how to get it started and you're close to finishing Eye of the North, just finish Eye of the North, and apparently that'll meet all your prerequisites. So anyway, we have begun. I can't abandon it, unfortunately. Go look back and see what the declining text was. It won't let me. So we're gonna go find the Shining Blade camp in Talmark Wilderness, which happens to be right over here. And so one of the ways to do it, as I've mentioned previously, is to run from Fisherman's Haven and cut through Tears of the Fallen, because it's right here. But most people are probably not going to have Fisherman's Haven, and this chunk of land right here is quite confusing. I used to run down to Sanctum K from LA, so LA to Bergen to Temple to Sanctum K, and so this is always where I would mess up and get stuck trying to figure out where I'm going. So we're going to be starting from the Temple of Ages so that I can kind of show a good route for that, what to look for to get down there in a reasonable amount of time. And here we're going to add Vec, and we can actually have Gwen in the party now. And we're going to have, you know what? Actually, we're going to try not having Vec. We're going to try putting in, I want to get Zed up to level 20, which he probably already would be if I'd claimed the reward for that last quest with him in my party, but didn't think to do that till after the fact. And so we go on our happy way to the Black Curtain. And, I mean, it's kind of obvious if you've explored as much of the map as I have, but there are kind of two ways to get over there. You can go top side here or bottom side down here, and I actually have never figured out which way is fastest. And, Reed Stalkers, Scale Blighters. See that? Shadow and Carlotta have just popped in because we've begun with the War and Kryta stuff. Fail. Oh, I forgot. I pressed 2 because I was like thinking I was playing my Dervish, but I'm not, obviously. Oh, and you can't poison them because they don't have flesh. I don't know what I'm doing, but it's wrong. There we go. Good enough. We're going to cut down this bottom section right here. If you skirt along there, sometimes you can get lucky and avoid most of the enemies, but it looks like the bog scale are kind of clumped up right there. So we're going to make the judgment call to hook off this away. Just enjoying the music. Enjoying the music. Okay. So the War and Kryta content, it caught me off guard. It was actually, it upset me very much in the beginning because I was trying to do cartographer, I think, and I realized there were like some sections. It was up here in oh my god. Okay. Well, Beetleton's over here, and I can't remember the name of this region. It's the one explorable area in all of Prophecies that you cannot get to without a party, or with a party of 8. And there were some areas up on the beach along the coast that I was trying to explore to get Cartographer, and there were all of these hard War and Kryta enemies that were killing me repeatedly before I knew how to deal with that. So it sort of caught me off guard. I didn't vanquish until after War and Kryta had begun. So I did have to kill every single one of these enemies in hard mode, and that's sort of where I got the confidence to do all of the wanted quests in hard mode as well. But yeah, once you get used to it, once you understand actually how to put together a good balanced support party, once you understand that freaking ritualists are overpowered, then it's not so bad. As it were, there is the Divinity Coast. There are several of the War and Kryta quests that involve going into Divinity Coast. And you don't get into Divinity Coast by actually going to this outpost. You get into Divinity Coast by talking to the water up here, and I will show exactly where that is, just if you're wondering, just to keep it in mind. It's going to be the same place as that every time. Links. So right here, Ember Whisperwind, this collector, right up there, right next to Ember Whisperwind, right down on the shore, there's going to be another thing next to him where it allows you to basically be dumped off. I think over here, I'm trying to remember exactly where it is. You'll see it when the time comes, for sure. In any case, that is how you get into Divinity Coast. Alternately, you'll also need to do some, and it's not really alternately, additionally, you'll also need to do some Delesio Seaboard, but you actually get there from the person on the docks right there in Lion's Arch, whose name I cannot currently remember. I got your fog nightmare right here. Yeah, not so tough now that you're dead, are you? Okay, so I actually don't think that I ever finished Zin's quest. Yeah, from the Golem user manual, which in order to do that, you would go to here in intermission. So since I've completed all the primary quests in Eye of the North, it doesn't matter. Alright, so this is the key point right here. When you start encountering the forest minotaurs, this is so confusing right here if you don't know what to look for. I, in fact, almost missed it. But this is the most difficult part of the run, is spotting where you have to cut through here, because there are so many pathways, and some of them just don't go anywhere. But when you're over here where you start encountering these minotaurs, this is actually not a crevice that prevents you from getting from one side to the other. This is a path. And you can walk down it. So it's not intuitive when you just sort of see that as you're running past it. But it is in my opinion, the easiest way to get across the river there over to the other side. And see how we're surrounded by enemies here. There are a lot of forest minotaurs in box scale. But we don't care about any of that. Oh, I botched skill 4's used there, and I really am. I think I'm treating this like it's my dervish, but it's not my dervish. So there are, I think, 2 bridges. One of them just hasn't been explored over here. I think one of them is right over here, but it doesn't really matter. All I know is this is the best route. And that's the truth. Get your Minotaur horns. Open your Krytan chests if you're doing this in hard mode and you have lockpicks. Otherwise, it's totally not worth the key. And there we are, Shining Blade. This marks the entrance to the Shining Blade camp. Oh, they just saluted us. So we'll return that favor. Salute. Yes. Which conveniently is also the same thing that you get from slash, what is it, slash guild. There we go. Because I have, like, no guild rank, so it's just a salute. And then there's Z rank. Bing! That's right, it's a gold spear. Why is it a gold spear? Because I got my Zaishin rank up to 3. And I'm now 46 out. Oh, now we get a Shining Blade Ranger. Oh, wait, you're not here to help us. Anywho, I'm at 46 out of 50 now that I got my 1,000 Zaishin points. And now I just need to get my Sweet Tooth Drunkard and party titles. So it's a lot of farming. And 6 more weapons, so this is actually helpful to that because it helps me get more oppressor weapons. Who doesn't want more oppressor weapons? And so this is the Shining Blade Camp, which was added in at a later time. I actually don't remember what this chunk of land was like before the Shining Blade Camp was in there. Yeah, this is definitely the other bridge there, but as you'd see, it'd be kind of roundabout to go over there when you can just hop down that way. Best route I found for running in any case. So we head over here and we get to see, what do we get to see? Well, you have to come over to kick it with Princess Salma, who's the rightful heir to the throne. And you guys can hang back. You're not royalty. You're not special like I am. And I think while we're here, somebody else comes wandering up. I think. Here it is. Master Scout Braddon. So you're not doing anything wrong just because you can't see the exclamation mark. Yeah. Your Highness, I have just received reports of additional bandit attacks. Where have they struck? Is there anything we can do to assist the settlements that were attacked? Oh, oh my god. I hate it when my vocabulary just has holes in it where words fall through when I need them. Beetleton was hit last night in the Ascalon settlement in the early morning. We must send soldiers to protect these villages. We cannot sit idly by while the White Mantle's peacekeepers run rampant through Kryta. Alright, Bartholos. You know what's up. Marching Shining Blade troops into these villages would be a grave mistake. The Mantle would simply point to our presence as proof of the villagers' treason and burn their homes to the ground once we left. We must kill all of the White Mantle. Obviously, that's the solution. Evenia speaks the truth. As much as it pains me to avoid battle, we are not ready for a direct confrontation with the Mantle. We must continue to lend aid to the citizens of Kryta, but with discretion. I do not like watching as my countrymen suffer at the hands of these vermin, but I will do as you advise. Good, because she's your freaking princess. She'll soon be your queen. Give it time. Have patience, Bartholos. The time will come when we can step from the shadows to face the Mantle directly. Until then, we must build our strength and strike out. Strike! And strike at our enemies with stealth and audacity. Yes, Your Highness. God's willing, that day will come soon. But there must be something more that we can do now to help our people. I actually really liked in Skyrim, there's one of the things they'd say is, Gods forbid, because it's like polytheistic. There is, oh, I missed that one. There's always more that could be done. Have you a suggestion, Livia? Or is that statement merely philosophical? Yes. We have many allies, yet few do I see here. Send out the call that Kryta is in our hour of need. It is time to find out who is truly our ally, in actions as well as words. Me? That's all you need. Now that is a suggestion, and I agree. It is time, Your Highness. Agreed. Then the question becomes, who do we send, and where do we send them? Send me. Just tell me where to go. The dwarves are in no position to give us aid, and Ascalon is still under siege. It's true. Not to mention Adalbern's abject hatred of anything Krytan. But there are the Asura to the south and the Ebon Vanguard in the far north. We have allies among both, and that's why you need to complete those campaigns, or those quest arcs. Asuran magic and the Ebon Vanguard's technical skills behind enemy lines are renowned throughout Tyria. Their assistance could tip the scales in our favor. Livia, you have much expertise with the Asura. If I remember correctly, you will make for Ratasum with haste. Evenia, you have enjoyed a fruitful relationship with the Ascalonians in the past. Is it the Ascalons or the Ascalonians? Because nobody seems to know. Perhaps the Ebon Vanguard will be more receptive to our cause than King Adalbern. King Adalbern's apparently only receptive to killing his people to spite the Char. The Asura Gate beneath Lion's Arch leads right to the Eye of the North. A boat from Fisherman's Haven should allow me to travel there without attracting the attention of the Mantle. Good luck to you both. May Duena protect you on your journey. I'm a professional voice actor. I love that outfit though, the Shining Blade outfit. It's pretty cool. I bought it. I did. It's true. Yeah. So that seems to be that. How long have we been here? 10 minutes? We may have time for more. Speak with Gwen in the Hall of Monuments. We'll go ahead and follow that up. Yeah, the Adalbern reference that I was making. Yeah, I don't know if you saw that, where I was saying that I'll have to leave my party in order to go up here. That happens if you're in any area that normally requires a party of 6. Basically, if you go anywhere with a party of 8 from the Temple of the Ages, then it'll treat you like you've got to kick people out of your party, even if you don't. As you can see, we still have a party of 8. I can never make money in this game. Gotta make that money. I just have a problem keeping it. That's true. I seem to have made a lot of money in this game, but I mean, not as much as people that are like, oh, it's Saturday, I'm gonna farm ectos. But as you can see, yeah, I just need 2 more weapons to have the full display. All my miniatures. Actually, the only monuments that aren't yet full, I need 2 more statues in my honor monument and 6 more weapons over there, and that'll be it. 50-50. Hey Gwen, want to hear something interesting? I ran into Nicholas the Traveler yesterday and learned that an important date is coming up. Guess what it is? Kieran, I'm not in the mood for games. And what are you doing up already? You know, oh, up and around already. I thought you were injured. I've been cleared for duty. I'll have you know. Now come on, just guess. Well, yes, that, but it's also your birthday. Oh, she said the anniversary of the searing. That happened on her birthday? That's jacked up. Wow, you used to make a little cake and wear a party hat. Oh, see, this is your problem, Gwen. You don't know how to have fun. You're all duty. There's no balance in it. Well, you're unstable, Gwen. Jeez, they talk too fast. I can't follow along. A picnic? I'm an officer of the Ebon Vanguard. I don't picnic. Fine, we'll call it an off-duty outdoor meal, unless you're scared. Nya, 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 nya. She just snorted. I faced Char Horde, stood firm against a great fireworm, and have literally seen the sky falling. Yep, you are pushy, dude. Alright, so that's that. That's that engagement. And then you have to assist Kieran with his ill-fated plan to win Gwen's affection. What is the quest that we're doing? What is this called? Because it didn't seem to have selected the Warren Kryta one. This I am definitely going to do as an additional segment. So Ebon Vanguard allies is what we're going to be doing here. And I need to do a little bit of research on this before I actually throw it to you as any sort of real tutorial. And so we're going to do that, and then you will. I love it. I love how that looks up through there. A lot of people never look up in this game. There's some pretty amazing stuff. Aurora Borealis. Is that what that is up there? Who knows? Anyway, you will see me later.